Hey there, life changers and triple threat. It's exciting to be back on a team call. I have been out of town for a while, and these girls have been rock stars taking care of business while I've been away. I'm excited to see Trisha Bradley. Not only am I seeing like the changes in her like physique, she's like all fit and like athletic looking. It's amazing to see her shine, but she's also shining in her business and is leading the way for us for triple threat and life changers SC2, and it's only August 1st. Like today's the first day of the month, and she's leading
Mhm.
them. Maybe there are others who have hit SC2 today, but I haven't seen it in the back office. So make sure you update the file. There is a file for new coaches. If you just look in the file section, there is a Success Club document, and you can just write your points and if you've signed any coaches in there. We are kicking off Teen Cup, so they're doing it differently this time around. So every member, if you hit SC5, you get a prize. So it's not done the way that it was done the old way. As long as you hit Success Club, you get the prize. So you want to drive hard, go for that. So we've seen people not only in Life Changers but also in Epic Empire not only get the prize but actually rank in the top. I think the very first year that I did it, or the very, very first time I did it, our team was like, I don't know, fifth in the Southeast region. I mean, we were like jamming. So trust me, if I could do it the very, very first month, you guys can do that for sure. I can't remember. Please don't like write me down as fifth in Southeast, but we did great. It was awesome. So, but anyway, we are super, super, super excited to have some girls on here who are going to share what Summit in New Orleans was like. And I think that they have some goodies prepared. So I am just going to go ahead and mute. And I am going to let Cyndi Laninga take it away, girl.
Okay, well, hey Trisha. And I think we are going to do the post summit recap next week, just FYI.
Oh,
And
okay.
so I'm going to talk about controlling your calendar a little bit this week, just because I think that what I have found, first of all, Rebecca, I'm so glad to have you back. Like, let's just take a moment to appreciate that Rebecca's back. I miss our leader.
I do remember that you're doing the calendar. See, I
You're
need the
fine. You're
calendar.
totally
I
fine,
know.
girl. Like, it's hard to get back into the swing. So I just coming back from Summit, and honestly, like that is where I really feel like it was so amazing and it was so much information. My brain is still trying to break down all the information that we were given. Um, but I realized that it was so important for me to really set boundaries for myself, be realistic with my own time, and really be strategic with my time. So I just want to talk to you guys about how I control my calendar. That's the best way that I can do it, is share with you kind of how I do it, and I kind of morph it and change it. It's ever changing. It's very organic, and I kind of change with what the needs of my challenger and my following is, more so than with a set plan, because I always have these plans at the beginning of the year, and then life happens and new programs come out and there are more needs, and I get new challengers that have different needs, and I really want to serve my clientele well, as I know you guys do too. We want them getting the best results. So the biggest tip that I can give, and I'm speaking to myself probably more than any of you, is determine your time. So determine the time that you have available for your business. If you are like me, perfect example, last year during the school year, I had a lot more time available during the day because my two olders were in school and Abby took a 3-hour nap in the afternoon. So I had a great chunk of time every day in the middle of the day to really work my business. Now summer hit, and it was kind of, it was a little bit of a hit upside the head, because hi Miriam, I really lost that chunk of time during the day, and I realized that the 15 hours really that I was putting in a week disappeared, and I didn't know how to adjust. And so I had kind of figured that out, and it really helped me by determining my time. Now has helped me determine my boundaries, because I found at the beginning of the summer and even a little bit still, is I glance at my phone more than I would with my family. I would, be doing emails in the car when I should be talking to my husband and doing those sorts of things. And that's a very slippery slope for me. And I want to guard those boundaries really well. So for the fall, I'm really focusing on obviously a no phone zone for myself. That's a boundary that I have been horrible at establishing, but I really want to establish for my household, because I want my family to know that they are a priority. So that's the biggest thing. Protect your boundaries. That's my best thing. People can wait. I think that I need to get answers to people right away. They will wait, or they will find the answer on their own. And it's kind of refreshing if you wait and then they find the answer. You don't have to give them the answer. So it's one less thing on your to-do list. So with that, I'm going to kind of give you guys a glimpse into my time frame, so you know the things that I do and the time that I have available every week. So basically, I have 2 work nights a week. Sunday night is a work night for me every single week, and Sunday night is really kind of my prep for the following week. I will spend that time, and I try to start about 7. Bedtime sometimes gets in the way, but 7 to 10, 7 to 11 is kind of my chunk of time. And in that time, I pre-schedule all of my posts for my groups. I figure out kind of what I'm going to be jabbing at or hinting at all week, depending on what I have coming up on my calendar. I will have my virtual Bible study. If I'm running a 6-week Bible study, I'll do that Sunday nights, or I'll have my monthly welcome call for my new challengers on Sunday nights too. So those are kind of things that fall into my Sunday night work time. Then Tuesday night, obviously, is team call. And then anytime after or before that I have available, depending on bedtime and summer routine, I will really use that for check-in time with my coaches, my challengers, and kind of just a weekly check-in. So with that being said, my every week, so first of all, if you do not have a planner, I'm sure you all have planners. You guys are all coaches. You can't live without these. So I always do my monthly at a glance, and I actually have 2 calendars. I'm trying to think what coach I was watching. I don't know if it was on Beachbody Champions page. I have no idea. But it was a gal who was sharing kind of her 5, be consistent, the 5 things. So I bought a second calendar for my contacts, because I was using TeamZ, but I don't get in TeamZ all the way. And it's just really, I need a good solid follow-up. And I love the idea that she did it on a calendar, because I know when I contacted them automatically, and then it's in one spot, it's all in one place. And she had it broken down with 5 new contacts a day, 5 invites, 5 follow-ups, and then my coach follow-up, shout-outs, whatever. But I love that she did it directly on a calendar, because then I don't have to worry about writing down the date, or if I didn't write down the date, or just being consistent with following those up. So I've got 2 calendars right now. And basically, I run essentially the same schedule every month. The first week of the month will be the beginning of a new challenge group, usually. Like right now, I just started Shift Shop this week. And then my second week of the month is a free challenge of some sort. This month, I am going to do actually a back to school, like a healthy meal planning guide for healthy moms. So I've got like this great, and you guys can, if you are interested in any of this, you're totally welcome to have any of it. But I have like a breakfast bar. It's called a breakfast bar. It comes with labels, and you get Tupperware, and you pre-package everything so the kids can make their own breakfast, which was huge for me last year. I did it at the beginning of the year. I actually did it 2 years ago when Abby was a newborn. And it was great because the kids came and they grabbed and they made, and they did it was, breakfast sandwiches in the freezer, or little those egg cups, whatever. But it's that system, and then lunch ideas and getting organized in your fridge, as well as I'm going to have a bunch of crock pot dinners available so that busy moms can really say, oh, okay, I'm going to do that as my free challenge this month, starting next week. To help moms start getting ready for back to school. It's crazy. Sports start happening. Like, back to school is just insane. So I want to help them and show them, the information, the resources that we really provide people. So my free cleaning group is always the second week of the month. And the third week of the month is a sneak peek for my upcoming group that will start the next month. And then the last week of the month is usually my prep week, my order by date, my push to get people in my next month's group. Now, with that being said, that's kind of my tentative plan in my mind all the time. I know that my second week of the month always is a free group. My sneak peek is depending on how the months fall. I mean, there's 5-week months. If I'm running a 6-week group, I mean, it may shift a little bit, but I'm always running monthly, a sneak peek, a prep week, a free group, and a new challenge group. So with that being said, I'm just going to throw, if you guys, I don't know if you want it or not, but I'm going to share with you guys my fall schedule and kind of share, you know, what I'm doing, how I'm leading in, how I'm setting it up for myself so that I can, number one, teach my coaches under me how to hit Success Club every month and how to be consistent and really how to be mindful of our posting online. I think that was what was so overwhelming for me when I first started is how do I post? What do I post? I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm doing. And so those Sunday night moments when I figure out my jabs kind of for the week or my theme for the week that I'm going to be touching on, it really helped me in my vital behaviors every day of my workout, my shake, my meal planning, my personal development, how I can pull that into what I'm sharing with my audience to get them ready to what I have coming that month. So for August, like I said, I just started a shift shop. I am going to run a second shift shop on the 14th now, just because with Team Cup, I want to have that extra push. And we as a team, Trisha, Charmel, my sister-in-law and I are on a Team Cup team. And our team goal is to help 30 people. So that's basically, what is that? Is that 6 people per person, essentially. So that was kind of a push for us as a team goal. And it'll help us all hit Success Club. And it'll really help us all to help as many people as we can. Getting back to school, fall is coming. People are getting out of summer mode. They're starting to realize that they totally fell off over the summer. I know a lot of my challengers did. So I'll be running that second group for Shift Shop August 14th. I don't normally do 2 a month, but it's Shift Shop and I'm going for it. So in my free group, I will also be talking to them about my monthly clean week because at Summit, they did release that clean week is starting in September. You guys, clean week is the most brilliant thing. Like this is when I literally love Beachbody and Carl because they listen, they see what we're doing and they say, oh no, okay, let's do that for you. So essentially, if you guys don't know about clean week, basically what it is it is a 7-day, they've got the challenge group guide for us to, use with pictures and verbiage and all of that. They have a free workout, 7-day workout that pulls from all the different workouts. She pulls from 21 Day Fix. She pulls from PIO. She pulls from, I don't even know, all of them. But it's free. They don't have to sign up for the trial on Beachbody On Demand. It's just available. If they go to Beachbody On Demand and don't even have a login, it's just there. And I think that is brilliant. And sorry, I just swallowed some of my gum. Even better than that is that they can get the 7-day Shakeology sample pack for $30. So it gets them trying Shakeology. I love that they get to try all the flavors because I think that's always a hard thing to try to tell people what flavor to get. And when they sign up for a challenge pack, I always feel bad telling them to do the tri-pack because it's not as good of a deal. They only get 24 and I want them to get 30 and that whole thing. So that is coming in September. So I'm going to be advertising for that in my free group this month to let them know about that next month. And then I think what I'm going to do, because Clean Week is available and it's all done and I don't have to think about it, I'm just going to run a Clean Week every week the same all the time. And then my themed challenges like Crock-Pot October, and all of those things, I'm going to run through my like page. I'll just do little mini challenges through my like page to try to get my traffic up on my like page. And then September, I'm super excited about September, I think, personally, and for my challengers. After Casey's call last week about the thyroid adrenal fatigue, I think that, number one, I think I'm in that place. And I met a gal on the plane coming back from Summit who actually lives down the road about this diastasis recti too. And I think I have that, which is that where your abs, when you're pregnant, your abs like pull away from the abdominal wall and there's a gap. So your abs never get, they never do anything. I mean, they're just squishy and bad. And that's where I am. Like every part of my body is toned except my stomach. It looks like a 90-year-old stomach. Like it's just horrible. And I don't care necessarily, but I think that would be a cool thing to offer new moms. Like I think about Jamie and Audra and Kelly and Kelsey, like all these people are getting ready to have babies. Like I think it would just be a cool mom thing to do. So I quarter force. I love quarter force. It does work. It does work, but it still doesn't. I know, but and I do like quarter force because they don't do planks. They don't do all that stuff that's horrible for diastasis recti. So for September, I'm doing a 4-week reboot, thyroid adrenal fatigue reboot with PIO workouts, and I'm going to tie in that diastasis recti because thyroid adrenal fatigue asks you to do lower impact. They don't want you doing high cardio exercises. I thought it would be a perfect time for me to kind of combine them all. So that's what my plan is for September. And then October, I don't know if you guys remember last year, I did a Healthy for the Holidays event. And I'm going to do that again, October, November, December. So it's basically going to be 12 weeks. I'm going to run the event through my like page, but I'm going to have challenge groups monthly. So October will be like my Croctober thing, and my push for Healthy for the Holidays is anybody that signs up in October for my 3-month thing. I'm going to be doing this 12-week Living Life on Purpose by Lisa Turkhurst. So good. And there's a life planning journal that's not in print anymore. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create these. There's a way she tells you how to make your own. So I'm going to make my own and give it to my challengers and walk through that with my people for that October, November, December. And then within my Healthy for the Holidays, I will be doing three-day refreshes, which is a great way for you guys to boost your business because during the holidays, some people don't want to do a full challenge group. A 3-day refresh, sure. And that will help you get volume. That'll just help you overall. So I will do a 3-day refresh after Halloween because we have to purge all the Halloween candy. And then I will do it. And so I'll basically do it the first week of November, the first week of December after Thanksgiving, and then the new year. This all leads into my New Year, New You kind of New Year package that I'm going to provide, where I'm going to have kind of a fun swag bag that I'm going to give away to anybody that gets a challenge pack. I'm going to obviously probably include Mage Crave, obviously, and then I might do Miracle Morning. And then I'm probably going to do this Living on Purpose. And I'm debating Compound Effects because Compound Effects is a great book, but it's more business oriented. So I don't know about that one. But these 3 for sure, along with a triple threat water bottle and things like that, to really get people to know that this is a lifestyle change. This is not just say, I'm going to do a diet for 3 weeks and then I'm going to go back to my old habits. I want people really owning that this is a lifestyle change and this is ongoing. And with that year-long group, what I found this year, having done it for a year, year-long groups are tough because it's like a year-long accountability group and people just can hide so easily in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to have that as a special thing again, where you get into this year-long group. But probably what I will do to save myself the headache is I've switched off of Facebook. I'm not on Facebook for my challenge groups anymore. Just so you guys know that. I run an event as a sneak peek on Facebook to get people invited, and then I send them the email invite to the Challenge Tracker app because I found I have a ton of people that don't like Facebook and they want the Challenge Tracker app. So I was mirroring both and I'd forget one and not to, and it was just too much for me. So now I've just done the Challenge Tracker app, and you guys, it's been a huge success because I think it has helped people to say, this is my health journey. Facebook, it can get really kind of murky, for me anyway. So I will have my year-long group in there, but basically what I'll do with them is I'll have them just doing the monthly groups. I'll probably copy and paste what I'm doing with my monthly groups in my year-long groups. But I might do more fun competitions and prizes and stuff with them. So every week on my calendar, obviously I have the National Wake Up Call on Monday at 11 Eastern Time. The coffee chat with Jatana, if you're available, Monday at 9. Our team calls Tuesday at 9. Wednesday night is the Epic team call at 9. If you can't do the Tuesday, I always try to make a point of being on at least one team call. Obviously, our team call is my priority, but sometimes stuff comes up. We're on vacation, something comes up, but I want to get fed and get that information. So I make sure that I at least get on one team call or watch a recording of a team call. So yeah, I don't even know. Like, I don't know. So I guess that is my control your calendar. Control the uncontrollable, right? And just, I think what I have found is you just got to be able to just adapt and move and groove. Like this thyroid adrenal thing came up, so I'm kind of going that way. And I'm really trying to get the results for my challengers. And I think by, having a plan in my head, but then really catering to what their needs are is just what I have found, to be the best thing. And then obviously, as far as your power hour, I have not, to be completely honest, my power hour got eliminated this summer. It did. It was just one of those things where my challengers were more important to me because some are so hard. I wanted to be checking in with them, and I really wanted to be pouring into them and my challenge groups. So that was the thing that got cut. Don't tell Carl and Robbie, because that's like the one thing you're never supposed to cut. But I had to be realistic with my time. And when I look at this is ministry for me. And I know that the power hour is very business oriented. And when I steer that way, I get sucked in very easily personally. Like, it's just easy for me to get sucked into the glittery, glamoury, all that. So that was that was a safe thing for me to cut. So that will come back on in the fall. And now that I have a growing team, because Trisha is rocking it and I need to lead her, I'm going to be doing more team, like I'm going to have a team triple threat coffee chat once a week, probably Wednesday mornings, because it'll be the day after the call. So we can kind of go over the information that we discussed in the call, or if they didn't make the call, and do some more coach training, and then definitely stick to my power hour. So that's coming for the fall, and it will grow. I have a 4-year plan in my head. I know that I have littles at home still. They are my priority. And so I just know I can do what I can do now, and I need to be okay with that. And I need to protect my time and my boundaries. And the time will come when they're all in school and I can do this full time. But, Abby's going to preschool this year, so I'll have 2 days available to really rock it out. But I just, you can do what you can do and be okay with what you can do, I guess, would be my advice. So, and that's all I have.
That's awesome, Cyndi. Awesome. Something else too is I don't think you mentioned it. Maybe you did. I'm taking notes here. But the scheduler, now Facebook has the scheduler just for your regular posts. You can do that for your regular page now.
That's awesome.
Everybody's frozen. My internet is unstable. Really? Okay.
Yep. So yeah, Teresa had brought that up. So that's your personal page. Okay. You can do that?
Yeah, so the scheduler is good. And the other thing, you can do it anywhere now. Yeah. My internet is still messing up. Shoot. Teresa, do you want to talk about that? Let me check my phone.
I'm sorry, I had to move to another spot because my internet is going in and out as well. So I missed that last statement.
She was talking about
the scheduler.
Facebook scheduler.
Yeah, you've been doing my posts.
Yeah, it is wonderful. When you go in and you get your post all set up, at the bottom beside the button where you would click to post, there's a small button, and you click it, and you're able to schedule out as far as a month. And so you can set your date, and then you can set your time, and then hit post, and it comes up, and it when it posts, it doesn't look like it was pre-scheduled. It just looks like you did it in that moment. And so I've been scheduling at odd times, not like at 6 a.m. or 11 a.m., but doing, a few minutes here or there to make it look more spontaneous. It is wonderful.
Yeah, and I can share my screen to show you what that looks like, just really quick. So as soon as you hit status, here's the calendar right here. And you can set the date and the time of your post. And you can do it anywhere. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think, can you do it on your phone? I don't know if you can do it on your phone.
I don't know. Let me check.
I know we're all like, going
but I don't know. But I'm not the best.
I'm not seeing it on the phone. That's what I was looking at first. Because
that's where we are, right? I mean, that's our go-to.
Right. I don't have that calendar option like Rebecca.
But I'm thinking if you're doing it as your, like when you said that you have your work time, like if you're sitting down and doing your work time, because that's when you're going to do it. Because if you have your phone, you would just be posting probably.
Yep.
The other thing that I made note of too was something I think, I don't know, I'm not sure which one. I guess it depends on who Jatana has on Epic's call. Like if she had Chris Downing on, of course that is like of utmost importance. But I'm telling you, the one thing that's kept me motivated, anytime I listen to a national wake-up call, motivation immediately comes back, like just immediately. So I would say, and the wake-up call is so easy. I would work out and then just hop in the shower and then just play it through a speaker while I'm showering, or, putting in while I'm driving or whatever. So that's, I would say that is really, really motivational, because you hear so many different coaches, what they have to say. So those are the only things. And then what you were saying too about the clean eating group, I just think that is phenomenal. And then doing that back to school, back to you idea. And I love that idea of even the crock pots for September, because people are getting back into the school routine. So I know you do Crocktober, for October, the crock pot, but even for September, that might be a good thing for people to go back to school. Crock pots. So
well, and one thing I forgot to mention too, November Double Time is coming out.
Yeah.
The new Tony Horton family couples. You have to have a partner to do it. So I'm going to pull through my Healthy for the Holidays, the family factor. We're all together for the holidays. So let's sweat together and not fight together, because working out is the best counselor ever. And holidays can be stressful for families. Like, I just think, every family's got one relative that,
Yep.
just want to work out.
Yep.
So I forgot to mention Double Time is coming in November. So that's a great way to help your November. And they'll probably come out with something for the new year, I would imagine. They're doing something. They're doing something with these rubber bands. Have you seen that? They're all up to something.
They always are. I know. And they always come out, like, that is when they come out with something, is right before the holidays, which is great, because then you have something for Christmas presents and things like that. So, yeah.
Because I'm watching all the top coaches with these little, like, bands, booty bands and stuff. They're doing something, but they're not talking. So Jatana knows, because she's doing it.
I was somewhere yesterday. My days are all spilling into each other, and there was a Beachbody like infomercial thing for Tai Ching, and they had some kind of band too, which was interesting. And then also, not that I don't have anybody that's probably going to want to do this, because it's the Sagi guy, but in September, isn't it? He's doing some week, kind of like a Sean week, but he's getting really intense with the weights and stuff.
Hard labor. Yeah.
Right, hard labor.
A week of hard labor, and it's coming out Labor Day.
Right.
But it's intense. I mean, the way they made that sound, that's for like Hammer and Chisel and P90 people.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll do it.
No.
That scares me.
You might like it. You actually might like it. And the thing is, here, if anybody has hit a plateau, especially if it's weights, that will take them off of that plateau, because muscle metabolizes fat. So if anybody's hit a plateau and they feel like their cardio, so And I love
Do you
it
think
too
it'll be
because
low
if you grab
cardio?
those videos, look, and usually they have that.
I mean,
I
I
don't
haven't
know.
done.
Sometimes, yeah,
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, but I love it too when they do a Sean Week or Chris Downing, because those videos that they put out, oh my goodness, it keeps the challenge group, everybody just motivated hearing them talk. So that's awesome.
Yeah, Shift Shop's pretty great.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else have anything to add or questions for Cyndi?
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, you're like the leader. Just
Not. No. No. No.
awesome. I know I took like notes because that's going to help me so much, especially with my fall coming up. Actually, even with right now, but to just have that set time.
Yep.
And I also like to like just like bam, 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 bam with before and afters, like bam, 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 so that people see it and then say, okay, I'm going to do a thing. And this is it. Because like right where I am, with so much going on, this is why another plug for having an assistant. Teresa is just taking, because I have like 3 different kinds of challenge groups just ready. So literally I'm like, I don't know if I should be, like, I'm having people ask me if I'm doing a challenge group. I haven't posted anything fitness wise for a while because I've been in Alabama. I didn't post anything hardly while I was even there. And people are coming out of the woodwork. Okay, when is your next challenge group? So I'm like, I messaged Teresa. I'm like, can I even do one? She goes, you have everything. So I'm going to start just like hammering my wall with before and after pictures, showing results from Chris Downing, and then just say, okay, back to school, back to you. It's time to focus on you. It's just going to be easy. And then my assistant, another plug, is just going to take.
Don't give too many plugs because then she'll get too busy for me.
Oh, I'm telling you, it is awesome because I honestly don't even have to think about like she's posting from me in the morning and and I'm like, okay, where are we at now in Made to Crave? Because it's already done. It was done 2 months ago. And then all I have to do is come in there and like the post and just be an encourager to my challengers. I don't have to do anything. It's already done. So she does it all. Like she creates it. It's everything. So I'm just saying it can make your life very, very, very easy. Or even a part-time thing too. When you're very busy, again, it goes with scheduling. Even if it's just part-time. I know that back in the day, once I hit diamond, I had Nicola. She was my first girl, and she just did my pick monkeys. Because if I had a shout out, she just did my shout outs for people and just made pick monkeys. That's all she did, and that helped me so much. And then once it got rolling even more, then I had Teresa do more, because even just doing pick monkeys can be like, whew, which of course we say pick monkeys, but there's like, you can do Photofy or whatever now. There's so many different things to do, but yeah. All right. Okay, girls. Anything else?
Miriam, are you on Team Cup?
I missed the boat.
Did you? That's okay.
That's all right. Let's still hit Success Club.
Absolutely.
You and I will still hit Success Club, and we will come up with something awesome. Anybody else want to
dropped earlier?
get on? We'll still hit Success Club for the month of August, and we'll do something spectacular. Amazing.
Love it. She's going to fly to Denver for a mani-pedi.
Ooh, that'd be wonderful.
I love it. Very good. And do you know that Super Saturday, when's the next Super Saturday? September?
Oh, guess who's coming to our Super
I don't
Saturday?
even want to talk to him. We're like, I want to drive to you.
Do you guys know?
Mm-hmm.
Melanie Mitro is going to be at the DC Super Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And there was talk of doing like an emerald, like how we have our diamond retreat. There was talk of doing like a big emerald retreat thing, or just something fun for emeralds. But y'all come to DC. We'll do a summer party.
Trisha needs to work a deal. Chris Downing lives in Ohio. Like, you need to stock his gym. I'm coming to Super Saturday in Ohio. Because he's going to be there. Wouldn't you think he'd be there? Or is that too close to home?
I don't know.
I don't
Sometimes
know.
I'll hit major cities.
Yes, and I don't live in one of those.
Yeah.
I think it's September 23rd.
Okay. Thank you, Miriam.
Yeah.
Trisha S., how are you doing?
I was muted. I'm doing well.
Good. Good. It's kind of exciting to see my little posse on here, I have to say.
Awesome, girl.
Love it. Well, good. Well, thank you guys. And like I said, I don't know. Teresa and Rebecca and I were kind of working on a calendar for team calls. But next week will be post-summit kind of vomit is probably the best way to put that. Miriam and Marissa and Trisha and I will kind of regurgitate all of the information that we took in. But there is a calendar out there, and I don't want to speak over Rebecca on that.